Welcome back, everybody. Well, in the job world, you're supposed to get paid for how productive you are, not on how you look. But there are a few studies out there that have explored whether there is a link between wage and appearance. Specifically, do beautiful people get paid better? Well, joining us this morning to help us discuss this sort of dilemma is Dr. Eric Fox from the University of Phoenix. Good morning to you, Dr. Fox. Thanks for joining us. It's actually a pretty provocative subject. Do pretty people make more money? I think a lot of people, generally speaking, think, that might be so.
Actually, it is. Amazingly, when you look at the studies, we do see that more attractive people actually do make more money.
Why is that? Is it anecdotal, or is there truly some statistical data out there?
Well, some of the research looks at what are our first impressions with people. And studies look at, okay, let's rate somebody based on their attractiveness. How confident are they? How attractive are they? How intelligent are they? And those first impressions generally predict that we will say somebody's more intelligent, more productive, and those initial impressions then seem to still impact on the workforce.
And is it dependent on the kind of job? Because as you know, there are some jobs that sort of evoke more of your personality than others.
It does to some degree, and some of that can be influenced. Of course, some of it relates to how much proximity do you have with those that are above you in terms of how much you get paid, like the decision makers. The more you have proximity to somebody and the more familiarity that you develop with that person influences how much you are liked, and that can influence how attractive you are perceived despite how attractive you are, physically speaking.
So how can somebody package themselves a little bit better? Because if it's all inclusive, the confidence level, so to speak, versus, your hair's combed well and you dress very crisply.
Well, there are several factors that actually influence how we feel about ourselves, which then impacts how others perceive us. One is our level of confidence, some of our social skills, how assertive are you, and how confident that you come across in that assertion. That when we look at people who are more assertive, we find them to be more attractive.
Which is something that it's not easy. You can't really learn it in a book. You have to develop over time, right?
Develop it over time, and it's interesting. It's some of the studies look at the fact that those that are more attractive have more of an opportunity to develop those social skills. So they're less isolated, they interact more with people, and they develop those skills more easily.
So it appears that the bottom line overall that they might have a slight advantage, if not more?
They might have a slight advantage,
Right.
But there are things that we can do to influence it by developing our own confidence, developing social skills. And actually, interestingly enough, exercise is another factor. That the more we exercise, it changes how we feel about ourselves, which then in turn influences how others perceive us.
Okay, great. What a great subject to talk about. Thanks, Dr. Eric Fox with the University of Phoenix for joining us this morning. All right. And Bill, back over to you for more.
All right.